wants a little love. Now that's got...
Good afternoon, everybody. Today I want to show you a little bit on how to monitor when you're recording in Reaper. There's a lot of great information about using Reaper, but not a hell of a lot on setting it up to record and hear what you're recording without it being too loud in that moment. I like to have my recorded gear, or the thing I'm recording, to be a little bit better in the mixes, to be, rather than be too loud. The problem is, if it's too loud, you can't hear what's going on, and you can't kind of groove and get a feel with the rest of the elements in that particular recording. And I thought I'd put something up for you guys to be able to go straight in and start recording without having to muck around too much in any way at all. After all, playing your instrument, playing the guitar, and recording that performance into your DAW, your recording gear, is the most important thing. Once you've done that, outside of that or after that, you can go ahead and produce it and do all sorts of wacky stuff with those particular bits and pieces. Anyway, let's start. Okay, open up Reaper, find a project. Let's see, that'll do. Riff Rock. Now this has got everything else in there. You can see the drum tracks. You can see some of the guitar lines. Now the bass line's not in there. It's got some keyboards to put it in, to do your feedback. Insert a new track. Call this particular one recording monitor. Okay, give it another one. Insert new track. Call this one bass 1. Good enough. Record enable it. Let's see. Take. Okay. Take your master send off and take it to record monitor. Okay, so everything coming out of that track is going into the recording monitor. Now, leave the bass there as it is. It's a good starting point to see how loud you actually need to play, but reduce that so it doesn't kind of take over the levels of the rest of the song. All right, now before I get the bass, let's hear what's going on here. These are working levels, not set. Okay, so that's your starting point. Now get your instrument ready and have a go. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, now we're recording. Okay, we've got a take. You can see this, the levels there. They're not too bad. We can tweak them later on if we need to, or we can do them again if we want to do a better take. This is only a quick demonstration of how to set up your monitoring setup so you can hear it through your speakers, and then any modifications you want to go from there, you can tweak your waves a little bit by stretching them if you like, if you need to. It just depends on what you want to do or how you need to do it to process what you've got recorded to start with. But this is a fairly good system, a workable system, so you can hear what you're playing with while you're recording. Otherwise the signal's just too loud coming straight out of the recording channel, and you want to actually maximize everything that you're recording in to your bass channel there. Anyway, I hope that helps you to some degree, and have fun recording. It's probably a good idea at the start as well, once you do start recording, to give it a name, so you're not destroying, or you're not, if something goes wrong, so you don't damage the track or the production you've started to record on. I tend to give it a name, and I'll call it bass for the moment. If I have to do it again, I'll give it bass 2, and then every time I do an additional process, you can see here it started life way back in June, and it's had a couple of iterations of that, but it's been modified several times since as well. So give that a little bit of a try and see how you go. But it's always a good idea to save, and save with a different iteration name. Within Reaper, if you right click on your volume, you'll see your routing for track 5, which is the bass. In this particular instance, I've got it going to the record monitor, which is track 4. If you go into there, you can see the other tracks as well. So you can route your bass 1 track to any of the other tracks that you like. At this point, they're all taken up with something else, but conversely, you can actually have other tracks routed to your bass track or your track that you're recording on if you want to. I guess the combinations are pretty much endless as to how you route and what your final intentions are in doing so.